Well, welcome, KIN 346 Biomechanics, one of my favorite courses to teach. This course covers the mechanical principles applied to understanding human performance. Now, biomechanics is actually applied to understand performance and movement of a wide variety of organisms, but we are going to focus on human performance and human movement. And we are going to focus in this class on understanding how to use mechanics or physics to understand sport in essence. So what I want to do in this video is go through the course logistics, how you're going to navigate Canvas, what to expect each week, and some of the material and resources that are available to you to make sure that you'll have a successful semester. So let me share my Canvas page. And when you open up Canvas, you'll see a module for each week. And in that week, I will put in all the material that you need to cover for the week. Now, this course is offered in a web live format, which means I'll release each module, each week information on the Monday of that week. In general, towards the end of the semester, I'll release, I think, week 14 early. But in essence, you'll get this on Monday, and you'll have all week to go through the material, and you can do it at your schedule. Times that are convenient for you. That being said, and you hear me say this several times in a few different videos, I highly encourage you to put in your schedule time that you're going to dedicate to this course and to the lab section of this course. That ends up being a good way to be successful throughout the semester. So, as you open up each week, you'll get typically I'll put in a watch me first video that sort of gives you an overall flavor of what we're trying to accomplish in that week. And then in the module section, I'm going to be putting all the different PDFs that go along with different videos. So here I've got the syllabus, I've got a video on the syllabus. I did add a biomechanics handbook. This is actually something I put together some time ago and have updated it. This is in essence like a textbook, but obviously just a PDF version and free. I put in some word problem information, some unit analysis information. I have a video on each of these conversions, just a sort of like background information that you're going to need as we go through this course and as we get started. And then I have the structure, function, and performance notes that correspond with the presentation and video that really is a sort of a lecture content for this week. I'll also put the assignments in the module this way. Now, if you've taken a course with me before, typically I would include the video links in the module, but I've decided this time I'm only going to have the video links in the assignment document. So when you open up your assignment, and you'll have an assignment each week that you need to complete, there will be a document that goes along with that. And when you open that document up, you will see the different videos that I'm going to ask you to watch. Now you look at it and say, oh, that's a long list. It's not that bad. It's about 2.5 hours of total time, including a 1-hour presentation down here. And I like to really shoot for videos that are anywhere around 10 to 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes as we go along with some of the content. But I'll give you this. This is the video that you're watching right now, overview of course elements. In the first week, I give you a little bit of background on me. I go through the syllabus. I give an introduction to biomechanics, why you're in this course, why this course is an important part of your degree. I also give an overview of kinesiology, my perspective of kinesiology. And then these down here are presentations that are sort of just designed to help you get comfortable with some of the math that we're going to do. Well, actually, the math review, the word problems, and the unit analysis are. If you're really good at math and you're really comfortable with your physics, you don't need to go through these. These are literally just going through some rules for doing fractions and exponents and what have you, how to approach solving a word problem, and then how to do conversions between different sets of units. Because we will most of the time use SI units for this course. Every now and then we'll go over to some other units like miles per hour or miles, what have you, that we're comfortable with here in the U.S. The structure, function, and performance video is more of a lecture style presentation, and gives you a little bit of background in how we're going to approach structure, function, and performance, and how we're going to apply that to this class. Now, I also will typically include, maybe not every week, but I include videos that I put in light gray. And in these videos, I refer to these as immersion type videos. These videos may come from an interview like this one right here. I did an interview with Dr. Jason Avedisian, who is an alumni of our PhD program, and he is now the sports director at Clemson University, sports science director at Clemson University. And we talked about how he got that job and how he went through his academic career to end up as a sports science director. And so I put that in light gray because that's not test material. It's immersion material. And other immersion videos I'll put in here are from a podcast that Mr. Ted Gerard and I do. We don't make any money on it. It's just for fun. Each Friday we go live and we have a conversation about something related to triathlon. And we call the podcast The Evidence-Based Triathlete. And because I come at on understanding triathlon from a biomechanics and exercise physiology research perspective, he comes at it from a sports medicine perspective. And we really enjoy not only talking about the science behind triathlon and training, but also some of the anecdotes and stories that we have, given that we've been competing in triathlons for some time. And so it's a neat way to apply the course material in a way that hopefully you get a deeper understanding of the concepts or the topic. I'll also have several videos with physical therapists, because I know many of you are interested in that profession, and there's a nice link between physical therapy and biomechanics. So again, when you see videos in light gray, just know that those are not test material. So watch them with an eye of just trying to learn something or trying to immerse yourself in the topic. You don't really need to be taking notes towards these types of presentations. All right, so, and what you're going to do is you're going to watch these videos and then just log the date that you watched the video. Obviously, it's a huge honor system. I don't check if the views have changed based upon whether or not people have watched the video, but this is to your benefit to stay current with the content that we're going through each week. I know all of us are guilty of procrastinating a little bit, most of us. And this is a nice way to sort of, come out of the gates, get immersed with the topic that we're going to cover in this semester, and just be consistent with connecting with this course throughout the week and then throughout the semester. And if you really keep up with everything throughout the semester and you do these weekly assignments and you keep up with the videos, you'll actually do quite well in the course, because the videos are helpful in setting up what is going to be tested, and ultimately is hopefully the content that you'll learn in this class. Okay, so let's go back to the Canvas page. Hopefully that worked. Okay, and so you'll have the announcements. Oh, excuse me, announcements. I'll post. You've got the link for the syllabus, also the PDF, and it lays out the different pieces of information in here. You have the assignments that will show up as you go along. Phone is not great, but email is much better. You can use the Canvas inbox or Canvas mail system. If you do email me, just be sure to put KIN 346 in the subject header, and that way I can catch that email relatively quickly. Okay, I hope that's helpful to sort of give you a sense of what we're going to do this semester, and I look forward to working with you. Thanks so much.